Alright, it is that time to get ourselves going live today. Get some people on, then I'll get started talking. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, we have one person on. Oh, look, it's Peanut. Alright, guys. So if you don't get to watch this right now, that's fine. You can always watch it later. So, what I'm going to talk about today is how to find that motivation, how to find that drive to be successful. Now, when I talk about success, I can talk about success in a lot of facets. Whether it's about our health, whether it's about our job, whether it's about school, whether it's about family, whatever in life you want to be successful in, then that's what this can be applied to. Now, oftentimes we find it hard to either fall back, fall off, yes. So we either fall off or we stand still or we just fall behind and then we fall in a rut. Oh, no worries, Chris. I always see you trying to get on here. So, anyways, how do we get past that? How do we look past when we need that energy, we need that purpose, we need that motivation to move forward? So today's topic is on about how to find that motivation. Now, a lot of times we have to reevaluate where we're at in our life. That's why we always set goals. That's why goal setting is so important. That's why when you wake up in the morning, I learned from a great man named Grant Cardone. He talks about every morning when you wake up, you need to immediately write down your long-term goals. What do you plan to do in a month? What do you plan to do in 3 months? What do you plan to do in 6 months? What do you plan to do in 12 months? Now, within that month or that 3 months or whatever those goals, it doesn't have to apply to one area. It can also apply to other areas too as well. So like my goals reflect based on, how successful I do in my business, where I'm at with my family, where am I at with my health. I focus my life around those three things. And everyone else has their different purposes in life. But for me, my motivation is based on, how far I've come along or where I'm at. Or if I'm behind, how do I get better? Now, we don't want to look as a failure or, backtracking as a loss. We want to look as a gain because we can learn and improve from that situation. Okay? It can never be any worse than not trying at all, just so you know that. Okay? So you think that with motivation, you you think with your goals and your purpose that if you fall off track, oh man, life happens, life sucks, I don't want to continue on, or I do something different. Don't. Take what you've done so far or what you've achieved and then just reevaluate. Don't relapse. I want you to have action in your life. You want to achieve. And the only way to achieve is to improve. You have to see what you need to improve on. Every day I have to ask myself, what am I doing different? What is different about today than it was yesterday? And what is about different today that's going to make tomorrow better? Because there's always tomorrow. It's always going to be better. Yes, guaranteed we're not promised tomorrow, but you have to act like if I was given tomorrow, what would I do? If I'm given all day today, what can I do? For me, my goal is to reach as many clients as possible. So my goal is to get in front of 4 new people and help them out. That's a simple goal, right? And my goal is to help those people and to help them find the help they need. Okay? So what if I don't hit that goal? Oh man, woe is me. No, no, no. Screw that. You need to take that as, okay, I didn't hit 4 people. Why? What was I doing? What was I doing with my time? What was I doing with my energy? What was my focus on that day? Am I just goofing off? Like, sometimes I do. I get caught off goofing with people around me and having fun because I'm a friendly person, very personable, very outgoing. But oftentimes I may get distracted. So then I have to reevaluate, okay, so what am I going to do different? I'm thankful enough where I'm at right now in Washington that I have a schedule to uphold by, and it keeps me focused. Okay, so at this time I should be doing this. If you're having a hard time finding your motivation, maybe you should create a schedule. I know that may sound weird to you, but if you create a schedule for yourself, then you can focus on what you should be doing that day. Now, the schedule can be the next hour, the full day, the next week, the next month. You schedule how you want to. If you're someone who wants to go, doesn't like to plan things, let spur the moment, that's great. Then schedule that same day when you wake up because you have to have some structure in your life. I know people that like to do things spur at the moment or don't like to plan. Hey, that's great. But you plan on waking up, right? You plan on doing this, plan on doing that. So if you already planned on doing it, write it in a schedule. Okay? What are you gonna do to make a difference today? That's what you have to figure out where your motivation's at. If you can figure out why you're lacking motivation, it's because you're hitting a wall, you're falling behind constantly, or you're not hitting that goal, and then you lose motivation. So make it simpler. Okay? Strip down what you have right now and make it simpler. Instead of trying, for me, for example, to reach 4 new people to talk to, then maybe I just meet 1 new person to talk to and then rebuild from there. Or maybe that instead of doing something that's not going to be beneficial to your life and help your purpose, why don't you just cut out the unnecessaries in life? Because the unnecessary is going to make it unnecessary possible for you to hit your goal. So, how about you figure out what's not important and what you really necessarily do not need to do? Watching TV, for example. Yes, watching TV is good, helps you to wind back, but it's not beneficial. Everyone knows that TV is not beneficial. It takes away time because one show turns into 3 episodes, which turns into the whole season, and you lost sleep or you lost work, lost motivation. So do take out things in your life until you can reach that goal. So, because once you start achieving goals, you'll start rebuilding your motivation. Now, I'm not trying to focus on goals today, guys, but I'm trying to focus on motivation. How do we rebuild that motivation? How do we get our motivation? Maybe we're someone who has a loss of motivation. Maybe we just don't have it. Okay, so figure out what your objective is. What is your objective from now until the end of the month or now until the end of the day? Because there's something that you're striving to do that you just can't get, and that's why you lost your motivation. Something that's caused you lost your motivation because you hit failure, you hit a wall. So figure out what that is. I can't figure out what your purpose is. I cannot tell you what you need to achieve. That has to be on you. We are responsible for our own actions. Don't keep it up for somebody else to baby you, to try to, tell you, oh, hold my hand to help me. No, bullcrap. We're not there to do that. Come on, guys. Man up, woman up, whatever gender you are. Okay? Time to stand up. Okay? Write your own destiny. Be responsible for your success. If you're watching this and you're watching it for more than a few seconds, chances are you need help with motivation. So every morning, wake up. Write what your long-term goals are. Ultimately, right at the top, what do you want to achieve? I want to achieve leadership. I want to inspire multitudes. This is why I do this stuff. I do FaceTime. I do live on Facebook to reach many people. I want to motivate people. I want to inspire them. I want to dig within deep inside them and figure out what the true purpose is so they can be successful. Guys, you're not going to get anywhere if you don't realize where you're at. It's like going to a new country and not having a map and never been there before. You're going to be lost. Why would you do that? Why would you go somewhere you can be lost? When I moved here to Washington, for those of you who don't know, I am in Washington. When I moved here to Washington, okay, I didn't come here, I didn't drive from Arizona to Washington without a map. I knew where I needed to get to. My goal was to get to Washington. Here's how I was going to do it. Just like our purpose is to get somewhere. And here's how we do it. We have to map it out. So in order for you to find your motivation, you have to map it out. If you lost motivation, it's because something happened and you weren't successful at it. So why did you want to achieve that goal to begin with, and figure out how you can do better? Because as soon as you can start achieving more, then you start getting more motivated. It's just like if you're at work and your boss says you're going to get a promotion, you're going to work harder because they're going to give you more money and they're going to expect more from you. Just like with ourselves, if we set it where we can obtain and achieve more stuff in life, then we can then we can be more motivated. Here's how you're going to find your motivation. Let me leave it at this because I want you guys to really take away something from this, okay? The most important thing when it comes to our motivation, okay, is we have to always, always, always do our best, no matter what. Give it 100%. But most importantly, we have to be positive about how we do it. If we can treat it as a positive experience as opposed to negative, we fail, so what? We continue on. Okay, here's what I learned not to do next time. Okay? Just like with my business, I'm constantly hitting hitting walls, hitting objections, hitting failures. People tell me no. People tell me I'm just not interested, or I'm just not ready to make a change, or they're not willing to make a change, or it's not for them. When I know that someone needs help and they don't see the value in their own health, because it's not they don't see value in me. It's never me, because I know my value. I am confident in my ability and what I do. But the thing is, though, is when I see people don't want help and getting help, it's because they don't see value in themselves. If you're someone you know that needs help and you're talking to a professional about getting help, because a lot of times you feel maybe that professional will give you that motivation. Like a trainer. I'm a trainer. I'm a personal trainer. People come to me because they need that motivation to get in better shape. They feel that others need that motivation when that's completely wrong. A personal trainer's goal is to show you on how you can be successful. Because once you can see your own success, then you have more motivation to continue to do better. If you see that you're losing weight, if you see that you're getting stronger, if you see that you're dropping inches, then you're going to want to keep on going more. If you don't see it, then you lose motivation. So maybe in order for you to achieve motivation or more motivation, set the bar to where you can start achieving more. Always know that the bar is going to be at a higher point, but set like a ladder. Go to one rung at a time, so that way you can start to build that motivation. Okay, I did this. Now here's my next goal. But ultimately, I want to be here. If you're someone, for example, that wants to lose 20 pounds, great. That's a good goal. Set it up at the top. Okay, here's what I want to do 20 pounds. Okay, first, I want to lose X amount of pounds in a month. Boom, done it. Next round. I want to continue to lose this much weight next month. Boom, build up. Okay? You have one long-term goal with smaller goals. That's why your long-term goal ultimately should be a 12-month to a 5-year goal. But months, you have to have those monthly goals up until that point. What are you going to do next month? What are you going to do 3 months from now? What are you going to do 6 months from now? Because that's what's going to help you to have your motivation. Once you can see it's more attainable for yourself, you're going to be more motivated. I can guarantee it. Guys, it's a beautiful morning, a beautiful day. Life happens, so what? We go on anyways, okay? It's a beautiful day. Life happens, we go on anyway. Remember that, okay? Now remember, you are responsible for your own success, for your own purpose, and for your own motivation. All I can do is inspire you to find that. Let me be that person to help you find that. Guys, You guys are all awesome. I want you guys to have a wonderful day. Like, comment, share with those around. Show people these videos so they can be inspired. Tell your friends about me. Tell everyone about me. I want to reach as many people as possible. Guys, you guys are awesome. I'm going to let you go. Have an amazing day, okay?